So hello guys, welcome to my video. So this is a summary part chapter 10, which is the application layer. I heard introduction, application layer protocols, well-known application layer protocols and service, the message heard around the world, and summary. Application layer protocols. Presentation layer, coding and conversion of application layer data and data compression, data encryption for transmission and decryption of data upon received by the destination. So the presentation layer is responsible for the data encryption of the transmission encryption were received by the destination. And also it involves the interfaces of user interfaces of um this supports the application layer. So this two is before the application layer. Session layer functions creates and maintains dialogues between source and destination applications, handles the exchange of information to initiate dialogues, keep them active, and to restart sessions. TCP or IP application layer protocols. Domain Name Service Protocol (DNS) used to resolve Ethernet names to IP addresses. Telnet, a terminal emulation protocol used to provide remote access to servers and networking devices. Bootstrap Protocol, a precursor to the DHCP protocol, a network protocol used to obtain IP address information during bootup. Dynamic Host Control Protocol (DHCP) used to assign an IP address, subnet mask, report gateway, and DNS server to a host. Hypertext Transfer Protocol or the HTTP used to transfer files that make up the web pages of the World Wide Web. File Transfer Protocol FTP used for interactive file transfer between systems. Trivial File Transfer Protocol TFTP used for connectionless active file transfer. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol used for transfer of mail messages and attachments. Post Office Protocol used by email clients to retrieve email from a remote server. Internet Message Access Control Protocol IMAP, another protocol for email retrieval. Peer-to-peer networks. Both devices are considered equal in the communication. The roles of client and server are set on a per request basis. So we have here the communication from peer 1 to peer 2. And they are having communication to go straight to the PRED request. The client server model. Files are downloaded from the server to the client. Resources are stored on the server. A client is a hardware-software combination that people use. Files are uploaded from the client to the server. Resources are stored on the server. A client is a hardware-software combination that people use directly. Well-known application layer protocols and services. Application layer protocols revisited. Three application layer protocols involved in everyday work or play include HTTP to browse the web, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol (SMTP) to enable users to send email, Post Office Protocol to enable users to receive email, HTTP and HTTPS developed to publish and retrieve HTML pages used for data transfer, specifies a request response protocol. Three common message types are GET, POST, and PUT. GET is a client request for data. Post input are used to send messages and float data to the web server. SMTP, POP, and IMAP. Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, SMTP. Transfers mail message must be formatted properly. SMTP processes must be running on both client and server. Message header must have a properly formatted recipient email address and sender. Uses port 25. Post Office Protocol enables a workstation to retrieve mail from a mail server. Mail is downloaded from the server to the client and then deleted on the server. Uses port 110. POP does not store messages. POP3 is desirable for an ISP because it alleviates their responsibility for managing large amounts of storage for their email servers. So SMTP it's just responsible for the transfer of mail. In the post office protocol, it is a workstation to retrieve mail from the mail server, and for the POP, the mail stored in the server will automatically be deleted once it gets sent to the client. Simple mail transfer protocol. Transfer mail reliably and efficiently. Enables workstation to retrieve mail from mail server. The POP mail is downloaded from server to the client and the server. Internet Message Access Protocol. Another protocol that retrieves email messages. Unlike POP, when the user connects an IMAP capable server, copies the messages are downloaded to the client application. Original messages are kept on the server until manually deleted. So the difference from the POP and the IMAP is that the POP deletes the mail from the server when it is sent to the client, and while the IMAP, if you send email messages, it still stores in the server, you but the mail must be manually deleted to. DNS message formats. DNS server stores different types of resource records used to resolve names. Contains the name, address, and type of record. Record types are A, an end device address, NS, an authoritative name server. CNAME, the canonical name for an alias, used when multiple services have a single network address, but each server has its own entry in DNS. MX, mail exchange record, maps a domain name to a list of mail exchange servers, unable to resort the name using its stored records contacts other servers. Server temporarily stores the number address that matches the name in cache memory. Windows 8 config or display DNS displays all cache DNS. Example DNS hierarchy. Examples top level domains .au Australia, .co Colombia, .com business or industry, .jp Japan, .org non-profit organization. NSLOOKUP operating system utility called NSLOOKUP allows the user to manually query the name servers to resolve a given hostname. Utility can be used to troubleshoot name resolution issues and to verify the current status of the name servers. So using the NSLOOKUP command, it shows up some of the name of some servers with their given host names, and of course with different types of addresses. Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. DHCP allows a host to obtain an IP address dynamically. DHCP servers contact and address requested chooses address from a configured range of addresses called a pool and lists it to the host for a set period. They should be used for general purpose hosts such as end user devices, and static addressing is used for network devices such as gateways, switches, servers, and printers. File Transfer Protocol (FTP) allows data transfers between client and the server. FTP client is an application that runs on a computer that is used to push and pull data from a server running an FTP daemon. Successfully transfer data. FTP requires two connections between the client and the server, one for commands and replies, the other for the actual file transfer. The message heard around the world. At the end device, the service port number directs the data to the correct conversation. For the summary, applications are computer programs with which the user interacts and which initiate the data transfer process at the user's request. So the application layer is mainly the end involves the end devices and the functions that we and how the functions that we use for communication are executed with the help of the presentation layer and the session layer. Services are background programs that provide the connection between the application layer and the lower layers of the networking model. Protocols provide the structure of agreed upon rules and processes that ensure services running on one particular device can send and receive data from a range of different network devices. HTTP supports the delivery of web pages to end devices. SMTP, POP, and IMAP support sending and receiving email. SMB and FTP enable users to share files. P2P applications make it easier for consumers to seamlessly share media. DNS resolves the human legible names used to refer to network resources into numeric addresses usable by network. All of these elements work together at the application layer. The application layer enables users to work and play over the internet. That's it for my chapter 10 summary, the application layer. And I hope you learned from this video, and thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.